On the morning of May 11, 1996, a Douglas DC-9 pushed back from the gate at Miami International Airport with 110 people aboard. The flight was already running an hour behind schedule. Mechanical delays had pushed the departure into early afternoon. 30 seconds later, the captain radioed air traffic control with a calm but urgent message. Electrical problem. Less than 10 minutes after takeoff, every person on that flight was dead. ValuJet was Atlanta-based and had launched operations just 3 years earlier, in October 1993. It was built on the low-cost airline model. Get passengers from point A to point B as cheaply as possible. The airline expanded aggressively. It purchased aircraft fast, outsourced maintenance to cut costs, and grew its network rapidly. But growth without discipline created blind spots. Nobody with authority stepped in hard enough to stop it. These generators had expired and were being replaced. They were still functional. They were still dangerous. The generators create their own oxygen when activated, which made them exactly the kind of cargo that required strict handling protocols and safety caps to prevent accidental ignition. Many of them understood the hazard. They even took precautions, taping and tying over the pull strings to try to prevent accidental firing. But then something went wrong in the chain of custody. The generators were handed off to the shipping department without anyone explicitly communicating what the items were or how dangerous they were. The shipping staff labeled 5 cardboard boxes as oxy canisters empty. Empty. They mislabeled over 100 active generators as inert cargo. The boxes never should have left the building without safety caps. Those caps cost $9.16 each. According to testimony given later to investigators, the decision to skip them was deliberate, a choice made to save money and time. Nobody verified the labeling. Nobody confirmed the contents. The boxes were simply loaded into the cargo hold of the DC-9 as regular cargo, unsecured, with no hazard designation. The aircraft was cleared for flight. Once in the air, the aircraft climbed normally. 10 minutes after takeoff at cruising altitude, the fuselage was jostled by turbulence. In the sealed cargo hold below, the oxygen generators shifted. The movement was enough. The canisters activated. Oxygen flooded out of them. Within moments, the generators ignited. Because the generators create their own oxygen, the flames did not suffocate in the sealed compartment. They grew. The fire burned through the floorboards. It reached the hydraulic cables and control systems running beneath the cockpit. Voices screaming, "Fire, fire, fire," were captured on the cockpit voice recorder. The captain and first officer had no options. The flight controls were gone. 3 minutes after the generators ignited, the aircraft nosed down. It crashed into the Everglades, 16 nautical miles northwest of Miami, at 500 miles per hour. The violence of impact, the remote swampland, and the intensity of the fire left recovery teams with wreckage spread across miles of shallow water and marsh. The National Transportation Safety Board investigation took 15 months. The conclusion was unambiguous. A fire in the cargo hold caused by active oxygen generators brought down the aircraft. The investigation also exposed a catastrophic failure of oversight. The FAA had issued a recommendation a decade earlier that smoke detectors and fire suppression systems be installed in all cargo holds. The FAA had not enforced it. ValuJet had not insisted. No one in the chain of responsibility had made safety the harder choice. SabreTech became the first aviation maintenance company convicted of criminal charges related to a commercial jet crash. A federal jury found the company guilty on 9 of 23 counts of improper hazmat handling and transportation. The company was fined $2 million and ordered to pay over $9 million in restitution to the victims' families. 3 individual mechanics, the ones who signed off that safety caps had been installed when they had not, faced criminal charges. The system, finally, was forced to respond. Oxygen generators are now prohibited from passenger aircraft. The U.S. Department of Transportation completely rewrote hazmat regulations. The FAA shifted focus from industry promotion to safety enforcement. ValuJet was grounded for months, then rebranded as AirTran Airways. 110 people did not have to die for those rules to change. But they did. The price of that lesson was paid in full by everyone on Flight 592.